Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is often described as a black sheep in the sprawling Kennedy family. But he has one thing in common with the men who made the Kennedy name: his reputation as a womanizer. Recently, a report alleged that New York Magazine's star reporter, Olivia Nuzzi, engaged in a personal relationship with Kennedy after she penned a splashy profile of him in November, when his presidential run still had a glimmer of hope. That bombshell revelation came a little over a month after Kennedy and Cheryl Hines, his wife, celebrated their 10-year wedding anniversary. The affair scandal with a reporter nearly 40 years younger than Kennedy raised questions about his personal life and fidelity. When she heard about her husband's scandal, Hines expressed an attitude that shocked the public. At the same time, the truths about her husband's sexual scandal were revealed in an unexpected way. A marriage that seems happy. Before his 2014 wedding to Cheryl Hines, Kennedy was married twice. He married his first wife, Emily Ruth Black, in 1982, separated 10 years later and divorced in 1994. That same year, he wed his second wife, Mary Kathleen Richardson, and filed for divorce in 2010. Richardson died by suicide in 2012. Hines and Kennedy went public with their relationship in October 2011 and got engaged in May 2014. Not too long after, the couple married on August 2, 2014. When asked how she felt about tying the knot with Kennedy, she added, "It feels great because you know you are going to be with the person you really like to be with for a very long time, and that's a great feeling." Kennedy and Hines share 7 children in their blended family. Hines has a daughter, Catherine, from her first marriage to Paul Young, while Kennedy has 6 adult children: sons Bobby III, Connor, Finn, and Aiden, and daughters Kik and Kira, from his 2 previous marriages. Despite disagreeing on some issues, Hines announced her support for Kennedy's presidential aspirations in April 2023. Kennedy said that while Hines does not publicly discuss issues or policy, she does influence his choices. Kennedy added, "She's critical. She has a sense of the popular pulse. She has wisdom that I and the rest of the campaign rely on. She's kind of the ultimate arbiter on every discussion." Cheryl Hines was by Kennedy's side on the 2024 presidential campaign trail until he dropped out of the race in August 2024. That same month, the couple celebrated 10 years of marriage. "You have given me a life I could have never imagined, full of love, laughter, joy, and adventure. In my darkest hours, you bring me light. I love you," Hines wrote on Instagram. It seemed like this was a happy couple, always supporting each other in every decision. However, a recent scandal shattered all public perceptions. At the same time, the audience revisited previous controversies involving the former president. History of scandal. Kennedy has a long history of infidelity, which has reportedly concerned many of Hines's friends from the start. His reputation as a womanizer has followed him for years, especially during his marriages to Emily Ruth Black and Mary Richardson. In the 2015 biography, RFK Jr., Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and the Dark Side of the Dream, author Jerry Oppenheimer detailed the skepticism surrounding the couple's relationship. Friends of Hines were allegedly baffled by her decision to marry Kennedy, given his notorious track record with women. Some believed that she might have been purposefully ignorant of his past behavior. The recent scandal involving Olivia Nuzzi, a political reporter, has added fuel to the fire. Nuzzi admitted that her communications with a former reporting subject assumed to be Kennedy had turned personal, although she insists the relationship was never physical. The pair allegedly began sexting in early 2024 while Kennedy was still married to Hines. Nuzzi herself was reportedly engaged at the time, but has since ended her relationship. The scandal reportedly started after Nuzzi traveled to Kennedy's California home to write a profile on him for New York Magazine in November 2023. While the initial interactions were professional, their communications reportedly turned more intimate after the profile was published. The response. Cheryl Hines has yet to comment on reports of his alleged affair with political reporter Olivia Nuzzi. Hines has maintained her silence amidst the controversy surrounding her husband, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and his alleged sexting scandal. When asked for a statement on the allegations, Hines's representatives responded with a simple, "No comment at this time." Meanwhile, Kennedy's representatives denied the allegations, stating that he only met Nuzzi once for the interview. Nuzzi, 31, has been emphatic that she and Kennedy, 70, never got physical with each other. She stopped short of detailing what their relationship entailed, but sources have told multiple outlets, including the New York Post, that it was digital cheating. Despite the denials, the allegations have caused significant fallout. New York Magazine, where Nuzzi worked, has issued a public apology and placed Nuzzi on leave while conducting an internal review. They expressed regret for the violation of readers' trust. As the scandal continues to unfold, all eyes remain on Cheryl Hines, who has yet to address the controversy surrounding her husband. Sex Diaries red flags, assault claim, RFK Jr.'s sex secrets revealed. The scandal was not the only controversy Kennedy had to face. That was in 2001, and Kennedy has a busy year in the bedroom. The media reported that it obtained a pair of diaries from 2001 that Kennedy used to document the dozens of women he took to bed that year. The journals were complete with creepily specific details, including the first names of his sexual partners and their occupations. He was in his 7th year of marriage to his second wife, Mary Richardson Kennedy, at the time, but the then environmental lawyer appeared to be on the road a lot, the Post reported, citing the self-reported locations of his diary entries. Perhaps the cringiest detail to emerge about the journals was that Kennedy would award each woman he bedded with a number between 1 to 10, with a 10 designation meaning they had intercourse. He painted himself as the victim of seductresses, using the term mugged as if he was an unwilling participant, and victory when he did not succumb to their temptations. He was entirely an innocent party, in his version. Of the 37 women named in the ledger, 16 reportedly received the highest number. The Post's report was published a year after Mary Richardson took her own life amid a messy divorce. He never outright denied that the two journals belonged to him. And also, the late apology. More recently, in the dying days of his White House bid, Kennedy texted a somewhat partial apology to a former family babysitter who accused him of sexual assault. The woman, Eliza Cooney, had accused Kennedy of groping her in the 1990s when she was 23, and Kennedy was in his mid-40s. Kennedy claimed to have no memory of the groping, but he still took the time to fire off a message to Cooney saying he was sorry, just in case he actually did. "I apologize sincerely for anything I ever did that made you feel uncomfortable, or anything I did or said that offended you or hurt your feelings. I never intended you any harm. If I hurt you, it was inadvertent. I feel badly for doing so," he wrote. He was a true red flag, even right before his wedding. When the scandal with the young reporter happened, there were likely some old pals of Hines thinking, "I told you so." That's because the author, Jerry Oppenheimer, a close friend of Kennedy who wrote a biography about him, previously wrote that Hines had been given fair warning about Kennedy's past of infidelity. In his book, he wrote that, "Any woman who gets involved with Bobby does so with her eyes open or their brains lopped off." He added, "Any woman who thinks they're going to change Bobby is misguided and purposefully ignorant." Oppenheimer was at Kennedy and Hines's wedding in 2014, where rumors had been swirling that Kennedy had been cheating on his fiancée with the socialite Chelsea Chapman Kerwin. That's all we have. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. Like and subscribe so we have the motivation to make better quality videos. See you in the next video.